Hey guys, Chris here. We're giving Project Nerf, and this is going to be our third episode of Shop News and Q&A. Got some pretty big news this time, so let's get at it. Alright guys, as you could see in the thumbnail there, obviously the biggest shop news probably ever to come out of my shop is that this past week we had a visit from PDK Films himself, Mr. Paul Kowski. Paul was on his way through Virginia, heading south, telling about his brother before they headed out to San Diego. They're relocating out there, and he was gracious enough to allot us a little time and swing by. So we did a few snapshots, talked some Nerf, had an adult beverage, and just all in all had a great time. So I'll put those pictures up for you guys to see. And for me personally, it was such a thrill to finally meet Paul in person and get to shake his hand. He's been a customer of mine for 2.5 years now, something to that effect, and we've done a ton of blasters for Paul. So, I was just super happy to finally meet him and shake his hand and converse with him. And what I can tell you is that what you guys see in his videos is for real. He was here with me at my home for just a little bit, but the high energy, intelligent, fun person that he appears to be on film is in fact the person that he is in reality, and we really enjoyed his visit. So, second article of news is that we are almost done with construction on the Project Nerf firing range, and I'll flash a little picture up on the screen for that. Okay, just a few more things to do there. I want to do a pistol range down one side for a little shorter distances and smaller targets. And then, so we'll be able to get some range day videos. Definitely comment down below and let me know what kind of stuff you'd like to see done out on the range. Because those videos are going to be coming here pretty soon. I think we're going to have a lot of fun with that. Thirdly, I've got a new series that I'm going to be beginning, and this one is for you guys. I'm going to be calling the series Nemesis, and the reason we're going to be calling it Nemesis is it's exactly that. We're going to be taking a look at least two, to get started, blasters that many people consider to be unmoddable, or even if they are moddable, not mod worthy. The really tough ones, and just to give you a heads up, the first one that we're going to be doing in the series is a deploy. And we're going to get some performance out of that thing come hell or high water. I'm absolutely determined that that blaster can be made into something worthy of the battlefield, and so I'm putting all of my skills to the test there, and so hopefully you guys will enjoy that series. And let me know below what you guys think are the really tough blasters to work on. Do you have trouble with the electronic blasters, like Rapid Strikes, for example? Is it spring blasters that are ridiculously complicated, like the Deploy or the Mega Centurion, for example? So hit me below and let me know what you might like to see in that series. Moving on to questions, we don't have that many. Just wrote down a few. So again, I'm gonna keep it anonymous. If you send me a mail asking a question like that and you would like me to say your name out loud on film, just let me know. And that, hey, you're welcome to say this is from Jay from Arkansas, or whatever the case might be, and I'll be happy to do it. But the anonymous format just seems to work really well for us. So we're going to get started here. The first one is, why don't you do a top 5 list? Well, I've never actually considered doing a top 5 list. Kind of put me on blast a little bit. And the reason I haven't is those type of lists are very subjective. What I think is a great blaster might not be your idea of a great blaster. or something that you think is the best blaster in the world, i.e. a lot of people think the Strife is, I differ from that opinion. I don't think the Strife's a bad blaster, but I don't think it's the best. Just one man's opinion. So I'd hate to upset people or things like that, but if you guys are interested in seeing that type of a top 5 or bottom 5 video, whatever it might be, again, comment below. If I get enough comments, maybe we'll go ahead and do one of those. Number 2, how many blasters have you made for PDK Films? Actually, that's a good question. At this point in time, we have done 65 auto Strifes, 2 auto Demolishers, 2 auto ECS 10s, 6 auto Ravens, 2 Stampedes that were hybrid with the front end kits. Oh my goodness, the list seems to go on here. We did work. I didn't build the blasters from scratch, but we did do work on 2 Rapid Strikes that he sent in here, and a Hyperfire. We did a couple of Rhino Fires for him, really custom, really nice. He's purchased a couple of blasters out of my shop over the years. Actually, that's how we met some years ago. He purchased an Auto Strife with an AK kit on it. I'll put the link to that video as my original Super Strife mod guide, actually. And when I had completed the blaster, I listed it in my Etsy shop, and he purchased it less than a week later, and then all of a sudden got in contact with me shortly after that, and we got into our big first commission with him for 25 auto Strifes, and things just kind of took off from there. So guys, I don't even know how many that is. It's well into like the 80-something range. He grabbed a huge Mega Mastodon that we modified with a Zeus cage, just all kinds of stuff. And I was teasing him when he was here. We built all these blasters, and he's never sent me a Springer. So I anticipate you're receiving a Springer or 2 from Paul here in the pretty near future. But no, off the top of my head, I can't remember exactly how many. You guys will have to add them all up. And then if you want, go back through all of the commission videos that I've done, and you tell me in the comments below, how many have we handled for PDK? It's 83 or 85 or something like that now. It's a lot. Let me see, number 3. Do you have any war videos? War videos, I assume you mean battle footage, things like that. I did have some from last season. They were smaller wars that I had attended. And sadly, that footage was either lost or corrupted or something, and I wasn't able to put it up. And then this year, sadly, with the COVID-19 deal, there hasn't really been anything going on. But we are planning on trying to get together maybe a small local game, friends and family type thing, and we'll definitely get you guys some footage of that. And lastly, are you planning on attending any of the large Nerf events? Well, yes, actually I had planned on making it out to End War this year. It's been quite a few years since I've gone. And again, COVID kind of put the kibosh on that, so I'm not certain about any of the large events, if they're going to go at all, if they've just been postponed, or if they're are in fact going to be rescheduled, or if it's just been canceled, and then maybe looking to just do them next year when things clear up with the COVID-19. But yes, no, hopefully... I'm in the midst of trying to change careers here for my full-time job, as I've become a certified scuba diving instructor, and I would like to pursue that. I've got a considerable amount of time, effort, energy, and money tied up in that, and but hopefully, if I can get through that transition, I'll have more time available to get out to events, big and small, which would be fantastic. Get on the field and fling a little foam while I still can, and get you guys some, hopefully some pretty cool video footage. Maybe wreck a few people, or even getting wrecked, I think is just as entertaining. And just all in all having a good time, because that's what our hobby is about, is going out and enjoying ourselves. And, trying not to be too serious about it. Try to be lighthearted and fun about it. If you're tagged, you're tagged. And just get out generally and enjoy it. Get some good exercise in your boot and have some fun. Guys, like I said, remember, if you haven't done it already, to hit that subscribe button and the notifications button, as we've got a lot of really cool content that's going to be coming up here in the near future. Please throw me a like if you like what you're seeing here. comment down below on any of the things that I've mentioned. I also welcome your emails. I actually received a letter in the mail the other day. I guess I should put an address out for you guys. I'm not certain how this person got my address, but that's okay. But you guys are also welcome to send me standard mail too. I try consciously to reach out and make contact with anybody that tries to contact me. Because, well, this is all for you guys. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be sitting in front of the camera right now at, 2 in the morning filming another video. So, till next time, this is Chris for Project Nerf saying, have a blast.